The Allosaurus is a very special dinosaur. It's not the biggest, and it's not the strongest either, but when played fearlessly, the Allosaurus becomes the most dangerous predator on the island. Today, my goal is to become the most fearless dinosaur on the entire server, and I have a carefully thought out plan to help me get there. But first, my journey starts here, in the sanctuary, where in order to prove my fearlessness, my first goal was to kill a dinosaur bigger than myself, and I immediately found an opportunity to do so. Oh, what's that? Oh my gosh. Usually, attacking a large group of herbivores like this would be a death sentence, but if I wanted to achieve my goal, I had to be fearless. And I think I made the Maya panic, cause he killed his friend. Ah, dude, you just killed your buddy. And if he could kill that stego in one stomp, then he could do the same to me, so I had to be extremely cautious. Oh, that was close. But then I realized that he only knew how to do the forward attack, so if I could stay behind him, I could keep dealing damage. This poor guy, there's nothing he can do. And this strategy worked so well that even though this Maya was like 5 times my size, I was able to take him down. Boom! Finally. I don't think I could ask for a much better start than that. Just like that, we had already completed our first goal towards becoming the most fearless dinosaur on the server. But our next goal wouldn't be so quick, because for the next part of my plan, I needed to reach 50% growth. And I wanted to get there fast, so I had to protect my food. What is that? Oi, get away from my food. And even though I was thriving now, my early dominance wouldn't last forever. Okay, you can have a little bit. I decided to be nice and let the raptor eat, and then I met another Allosaurus. Oh shoot, what's up bro? He's trying to kill the raptor. But then we were forced to leave. Oh, that's something really big, and I'm running. And after waiting for a bit, we decided to go back for one last bite. You think it's safe to go, Jimmy? What are we thinking? Alright, let's do it. Hope nothing kills us. We were having fun, but I got too big, and now I was getting attacked by bees, which meant I had to leave the sanctuary. So I said my final goodbye and left. See ya, Jimmy. Leaving the sanctuary would make my life 10 times harder, because without its protection, I was now vulnerable to much larger dinosaurs, which is why reaching 50% growth as soon as possible was crucial to my plan. 196 kilograms. Still tiny. And my first mission in this new world was to find food and water, so I headed straight to the nearest pond. And when I got there, I realized that my Discord server only has 54 members, so if you want to join, now's the perfect time because the first 250 members will be getting a special OG role. But aside from that, my drinking experience was fine. Let's hope nothing sees me. And since I was able to fill up on water, now I was just worried about my food, but I got super lucky. Oh my gosh, there's food here. This food was suspicious. The only way for organs to get there was for another dinosaur to pull them out. So I just had to hope the other dinosaur was small. And because the other organs had glitched out, I was forced to eat in the middle of the path. And luckily, I didn't get pounced by a Herrera, but then I got curious, so I investigated and found the source of the food. I know there's something in here. Something pulled the organs out, but I don't care. Since I didn't see anything, I assumed the food had been abandoned, so I started pulling out more organs, but then I found the culprit. I hear something? Oh my gosh, that actually scared me a lot. It was a small Cerrado, and I couldn't let him get away with that. Come back here, little buddy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Ow! Oh my gosh, he outplayed me. This might be the best player of all time. I'm scared. I am faster though. As soon as he realized that I was faster than him, he stopped chasing me. But apparently I didn't learn my lesson the first time, cause I followed him. Ow! Ow! I'm so hurt. Okay. How did he do so much damage? Oh my gosh, he's tracking me down. Code red. Since I saw the Cerrado following me, I waited behind this bush to see what he would do. I'm 350 kilograms? Dude, we're huge. But it seemed like the Cerrado gave up on tracking me, so I found a bush to rest in. Even though I survived the fight, I was in a terrible spot. Low food, low water, and on the brink of death. And even though I wanted to eat now, because I had thrown up earlier, I would have to wait for my sickness to heal first. And when it finally did heal, I was in serious trouble. Okay, wait, this is bad. I don't even know where to get food. I had grown a bit, and at 500 kilograms, I thought maybe I could find something to kill. I'm probably gonna starve to death, but at least the lighting looks cool. Look at that. But when I finally did find something, it was a little too big for me to kill. You think I can kill those stegos? I think so. But as I was watching these stegos, I was walking right towards a big scary boy. What is that? Is that a T-Rex? He's chasing me. Wow. He's not going to be able to catch me. I mean, I'm just faster, right? Yeah, he's just wasting stamina. I wasn't too worried about the Rex, but when my stomach went red, I was panicking. Like, there's nothing. There's no... What am I supposed to do? I'm so small. At this point, I was sure I would starve to death. But then, I saw something in the corner of my eye. What is that? Is that food? Edible food? Holy crap. Oh, that's nice. Alright, let's eat this. Once again, by random chance, I had found food just in time, and I hoped that this meal would take me all the way to my goal of 50% growth. But now, I had a water problem, and I was about to make a decision that would nearly get me killed. I'm going to Westrail. There should be a little pond there that I can drink at. Instead of going to the much closer pond I had already drank at, I decided to go to Westrail because I wanted to end up there anyways. But after realizing that I didn't have enough stamina to make it all the way, I decided to go to the much closer one. I'm pretty sure I just saw an Allo. I'm gonna say yo. Hello. Are you friendly? Yeah, he's chill. Maybe it's Jimmy. No, that's not Jimmy. Instead of getting to the water that I so desperately needed, I decided to dilly-dally and waste even more stamina. I think this guy's upset that I killed his brother. Sorry, man. I'll kill you too. Is he fighting something? Something in the bush? Oh my gosh, my water is low. Once I realized how low my water was, I started sprinting towards the nearest pond, trying to get there before I took too much damage. Yeah, this is not looking good. My health was already low, and now I was actively dying of thirst, and to make things worse, I completely ran out of stamina. I might be dead here. I still had a long way to go, and with no stamina, if anything saw me, I'd be dead. I was starting to think that I might not even achieve my goal of reaching 50% growth. I would be so surprised if I didn't die here. I might even just die of thirst before I get there. There's so much red on my screen. I'm not doing well. I can taste the water. It's right there. We might just live. Maybe. I didn't bother checking if it was safe. I just drank. I was in the most vulnerable state I had ever been in. I might just survive. Wow. I actually filled up my water, and hoping nothing had seen me, I slowly walked to the nearest bush I could find, and I took a long rest. And on my way to the water, I had reached 50% growth, which meant I had achieved my goal and could pick my second mutation. Let's go with the double T. Traumatic thrombosis. Hey, we hit 50%. Getting pretty big. Drinky drinky. But now, it was time to start traveling, because for my later goals, I needed to reach Prime Elder. But I didn't want to survive on my own, so for the third part of my plan, my goal was to find a pack. Look at all these little guys. It's a buffet over here. Holy crap. I didn't realize how low my stomach was getting, but luckily, I stumbled across a potato. Oh, hey little buddy. I was just getting low on food. Sorry, I feel bad. I'm hungry. I'll be honest, I'm hungry. I had to kill him. I heard some baby aloes calling out, so I ran towards them. Where are these little guys? Hey little guys. What's up? Yeah, I'll join the group. I grouped up with them, and they started following me, but what I didn't tell them is that I was headed to Westrail, one of the most dangerous locations on the map. I don't see anything. But I almost died as soon as I got there. Oh my gosh, that's a Carno. I knew I couldn't outrun the Carno, so I ran towards it, faking my own confidence. There's two of them. There's two of them, dude. They could have killed... Okay, I gotta get out of here. Both of those Carnos were bigger than me, and would have had no problem killing me, but I was just glad they didn't. Yeah, I'm only 1.3 tons. They were both probably like... They might have been primes. They were both bigger than me, for sure. I need food, but there's nothing here. It's empty. But just then, I spotted a Diablo. There's a huge Diablo that I cannot kill. This Diablo was way bigger than me, but my hunger was getting low, and I thought maybe I had a chance. I'm gonna go for it. He's kinda huge though. Wait. But I spotted another Allosaurus in the distance, so I started one calling. But then the Diablo started killing my babies. No! No, he killed one of my babies. That's just evil. That's messed up, man. That ain't right. Now more than ever, I needed the other Allo's help. So I started luring the Diablo towards him, and it worked perfectly. He's coming out to help. Yes, you're done, buddy. Okay, he didn't group up with me, and he's not being very helpful. He's just running away. Here, I got this. Boom. Whoa, hey, he just tried to kill my baby. What a jerk. We have to kill this guy now. After the Diablo almost killed the second baby, I couldn't let him get away. Oh yeah, good hit, buddy. When the other Allo latched on, I tried to do the same to pin him down, but I got smacked in the face. Ow. So instead of pouncing, I just started biting him. I'm just trying to get bites in at this point. And I could tell that the Diablo was panicking, because he started to run away. Where you going, buddy? I think he's angry. He doesn't like me very much. There's also a Maya over there. I'm trying to keep an eye on that. If the Maya came to help the Diablo, we'd be in trouble, so I had to kill the Diablo quick. Yes. Ow! Dude, I do most of the work and that's what I get in return? Not cool, man. Okay, I'm eating the organs. You don't get any. Dude, we are chillin'. For the first time in a while, it felt like I was actually part of something. And this territory was ours. Oh, he's finally inviting me to the group. There we go. With Fate on my team, I could officially cross off the goal of finding a pack. But before moving on to our next goal, we had some cleaning up to do, because while we were resting, a few dinosaurs had stepped onto our territory. Is Maya actually gonna fight us? But it seemed like everything was scared of us. He's running away. Yeah, everything's scared of us. And so since Fade was thirsty anyways, we decided to head up to the pond to drink. But there was already someone drinking there. What was that? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Fade. Fade just killed the Dilo. Nice. We drank from our pond, and our dominance was becoming impossible to ignore. So after filling up on the Dilo's organs, it was time to enter the next part of my plan. The rampage, where I had two goals, to reach Prime Elder and to kill as many dinosaurs as possible before reaching 88%. So now we were headed to my personal favorite location, South Plains. Here we are. When we arrived, it looked empty, so when our little buddy said he was going to the sanctuary, I didn't think much of it. But this would end up being a huge mistake. Wait, where did little man go? Wasn't he going to sanctuary? Why do I not see his name tag? I'm starting to get a little worried here. What is that? That's a Carno. Those are Herrera. I have a bad feeling he's not alive anymore. Oh, there's like 3 Herreras up there. Yeah, there's no way he's still alive. The Herreras had killed him and devoured his body moments before I got there. I assume he's dead. That sucks. And to make my day even worse, as I went to adjust my settings, I got ambushed. Wow, wow, that scared me. Why? What was even the point of that? Okay, I gotta be careful apparently. Now it was just me and Fade, and we were looking for stuff to kill, but this place was empty. What are you biting, bro? I love a good sunset. It's my favorite part of this game, just looking at the sun. But pretty sunsets weren't gonna fill my stomach, so if we wanted food, we had to head back to Westrail. And I didn't realize how much danger I would end up getting myself into. Nope. I literally heard him coming. That's why I started running. I feel like I need some cinematic music. so dark. When I got to Westrail, I was looking for anything to kill. Then I spotted a Maya. There's a Maya. It's coming straight towards me. And even though the Maya was bigger than me, when I saw it coming towards me, I decided to give it a shot. Okay, I think he sees me. I thought he would attack me immediately, but he actually started running away. I have aura, so he's running away. I swear I'm like half his size. He could fight me. At first, I thought he wasn't gonna fight at all, but then he turned around. See you later, buddy. Wait, he might want to fight. You see how nonchalant that dodge was? That was aura. Oh, just give up, bro. Come on. The Maya tried to fight me, but when he realized that I had way too much aura, he had to run away. See ya, buddy. But I was no longer focused on the Maya, because I saw Fade and another Allosaurus fighting a Stego, so I came rushing over to help. Why is this pounce so buggy? And then the annoying little Hipsy blinded me, so I just kept biting and killed the Stego, and now we had food. Okay, let's get like... There's Diablos just chilling right there. I told Fade not to swallow the organs whole, but really, I just wanted the intestines all to myself. Okay, my diet's about to be peak. We got all the food groups, or whatever. My diet was pretty much maxed out, so now it was time to mess around. Let's see if this guy still wants to fight. I tried to fight the Maya again, but he wasn't dumb enough to fight two large Allosaurus. But we did get one kill. He killed the Hipsy. That guy was so annoying. We kept chasing around the Maya, but it was faster, and I'm pretty sure it was just messing with us. Get him, Fade. Ah, if he latched onto him, we could have killed him. Alright, let's do a growth check. Oh no. The other Allo who had helped us kill the Stego said they were gonna entomb, so I wished them luck and went to go get water with Fade. Oh, we got some raptors protecting us. I appreciate it, guys. And then we went back to cause more chaos, but first, I asked if Fade was female, cause I wanted to nest, but it was a total sausage fest. But that's okay, cause at least I could harass the Maya some more. Well, well, well. Look who we have here. We're never gonna catch that Maya. Oh my gosh. Why is it getting so dark? Did this guy just like summon a spell? Fade casted a spell to make everything super dark, which was supposed to help us catch the Maya. And it even gave Luxie the motivation to come out of retirement for one last try. Come on. Come on. Oh, no, I messed it up. No, I'm selling. That was probably my last ever try to get him. The others gave up on the chase, and honestly, I should have too, but I decided to follow the Maya. Okay, he's way ahead. Yeah, we're not catching that guy. Unfortunately, the Maya was too fast, and it got away, but luckily, I found something else to harass. Hey, little buddy. Remember me? You tried to eat me earlier, right? That was you? Fighting this croc was extremely dangerous. If he grabbed me, I'd be dead. But luckily, I'm a professional. Alright. And after taking a small bite, I decided to call off the fight for now. See ya. I felt bad for harassing poor Mr. Dino, so I decided to bring him a peace offering. And then I waited to see if he would take it. I think he's taking it. Okay, wait, he is not taking the food. Sir? Sir, I see you. Guy tried to sneak up on me. Are you serious? After I gave you food? Now I'm gonna kill you for real, bro. That's not cool. The Dino didn't accept my peace offering, so now we had to fight. Here, let me pull out an organ for you. Yeah, you can eat this. That's all you get, buddy. But while I was fighting this Dino, an old enemy was plotting against me. Oh no. Oh boy. Alright, hi again, buddy. This guy's really mad, I think. I'm actually trying not to die here. This guy's... Ow! Don't let my overconfidence fool you. This Maya was a serious threat. Ring around the rosy. I called out for help, hoping that some of the other Allos were still in the area, because honestly, I wasn't sure if I was going to win this fight. I'm trying to drain his stamina. I'm hoping... I never did finish that sentence, but what I was trying to say is that I was hoping I could drain all of his stamina and then the kill would be easy. But the Maya had already landed multiple powerful kicks on me, so I was panicking. I need help. I actually need help. Where the frick did the other guys go? I see you in that bush, buddy. Wait, we might actually win this. He's got to be getting low on stamina, right? At this point, I could tell that I was losing the fight, so I was desperately looking for a way out. And since I knew that he was faster, I tried using these trees to outmaneuver him. But this fight was going terribly for me, and if I didn't change something fast, I would die. And with him landing another good hit, I was super low. If I didn't leave now, I'd surely be dead. Oh my gosh, we are so low. I really have to get out of here. I used the last of my stamina to escape, and luckily I had drained just enough of his that he couldn't chase me, and so I quickly found a bush to rest in. And during the fight, I got my third mutation, so now it's time to find out if we hit Prime Elder. Yes! Prime Elder. Boom. All my traveling had paid off, because I hit Prime Elder, which meant even though I was a full-grown adult, I could now get even bigger, which would allow me to kill things I usually wouldn't be able to, which would help me achieve my second goal. It's raining. When I got back, it was storming, but my aura seemed to brighten the day pretty quickly. Why did it get bright so suddenly? Dude, the sun is actually like shining. This just happened because I just came back. I needed food, but this time I was completely on my own. I see something. A Serato. I spotted a Serato, and at first I was going to try and kill it, but then I spotted multiple, so I had to keep moving. And just like that, I was back in South Plains. When I got there, I was starving. If I didn't find food now, I would die. So when I smelt food, I had to go straight for it. And when I got closer, I saw two Carnos dragging two dead bodies. And since they were coming straight towards me, I planned an ambush. Oh crap, I missed the claw swipe. No! My ambush had failed, and when I checked the food, it was other Allosaurus, meaning I couldn't even eat it. If I didn't find something now, I would start starving to death. I smell actual diets. But luckily, I thought fast and snuck up on a Dilo. Shh, there's a Dilo right there. I'm gonna kill him. Nice. This small Dilo bought me some time, but I wanted something a little bigger. Target has been spotted. Small stego, but there's also a really big one. So I wasn't sure how I was going to kill these two stegos, but I didn't have a choice. My food was getting dangerously low. Let's see how sneaky I can be. At first I was going to ambush the smaller one while the bigger one wasn't looking, but then they got into a fight with a small raptor. This guy's got bigger balls than me. Holy moly. And so I waited to see what happened. I was hoping one of them would die so I would have food. And just as I hoped, the stegos killed the raptor. Are you guys cool if I eat this? I don't know where the big one is. He's gonna come out the bush and smack me. The raptor was a good snack, but I let my greed consume me. I needed more. Let's see where these guys went. And so I tracked down the stegos and followed them all the way to the beach. Okay, here we go. And I just went for it. Come on, little guy. The big one doesn't see me yet. Because of my surprise attack, I got one free bite. But now that the bigger one had seen me, this fight was starting to feel impossible. How am I going to get around that tail? Okay, patience is key here. I was testing the bigger one by baiting out his swings. This is going to be tricky. I was waiting for them to make a mistake, but because the big one adjusted every time I approached, I was going to have to play it risky if I wanted to kill the little guy. Why did he just smack him in the face? Yes, that was good. That was huge. I knew the big one wouldn't risk smacking the smaller one with his tail, so I used that to my advantage. And my plan actually worked pretty well. He smacked the little one. Oh, we're getting so much damage. Oh, he's so low. I think we can actually win this. That didn't even hurt. Yes. Yes. I had actually outplayed them, and thankfully, the bigger one was nice enough to let me eat. That was kind of sick. Honestly, I did not think I was going to be able to kill them. I maximized my diet, and now I just needed water. But luckily, I knew a spot. Drinky drinky. I watched the sun rise as I drank, and then I kept moving, looking for more stuff to kill. Come here, buddy. Okay, he got away. But then I heard a much bigger target. And I had to find this dinosaur. Where is this Diablo? Oh, there he is. 2 of them. Uh-oh. Mission abort. 1 Diablo would have been an easy kill, but 2 of them was a serious risk. So at first, I started running away. But then I remembered my goal. If I wanted to call myself fearless, I would have to take the fight. Is this scary? I outmaneuvered them and started dealing serious damage. And since they weren't expecting me to actually fight back, I think I caught them off guard. Hold on, I'm locked in. But then finally, one of them actually knocked me over. But unfortunately for him, he got his buddy too, which just got him killed. After killing the first one, I felt bad, so I started friendly calling, trying to let the second one go, but he didn't seem to get the memo, cause he kept fighting me. And so I was left with no choice but to send him off to Dinosaur Heaven. Nice. With 2 Stegos killed and now 2 Diablos, I was starting to rack up some serious kills. And because I had way too much food, I asked if anyone wanted some. And someone actually showed up to the buffet. Hey little guy. And so I gave him an organ to eat, and I didn't realize that killing these Diablos would lead to an entire colony of Allosaurus. What is this guy doing? He's got a broken leg. Hi buddy. When this raptor approached me randomly, I didn't know what his intentions were, but when he started biting me, I assumed that he wanted to die. I assume he wanted me to kill him. I then gathered up the Diablo bodies and took this opportunity to try to get a cool thumbnail. That's gonna look so cool. And then I met a little Rex. Oh my gosh, it's a little Rex. And I let him have some food, but for some reason, it seemed like everything wanted him dead. Uh-oh. What the heck? This poor little guy is getting just... Everything's out to get this guy, eh? You good, bro? But I failed to protect my little friend. Oh, no. This Dilo, man. I'm gonna kill you. Because I was mad at the Dilo, I put the bodies into the water, just so he couldn't have them. And then I went to investigate a fight. There was another Allo fighting 2 small Stegos. Those are just little guys. I didn't want to kill these poor little guys, so I just sat next to them with Aura, and they almost accidentally walked right into me. Swing. I dare you. Yeah, that's what I thought. When they realized I was chill, they rested right next to me, and even started yapping. I wonder what they're talking about. What are you guys talking about? Then I got up to try and find the other Allo, but he was nowhere to be seen. I actually wonder where that other... Why did that other guy just give up on the fight? Also, a stupid little Carno just bit me. Yeah, I'm not letting you get away with that one, buddy. I gave the Stego a friendly bite on the tail, then headed back up to the food. But I was interrupted by this baby Allo, and he was hungry, so I told him to eat rocks and follow me. And after he almost got killed by a Gallimimus, I asked him which Stego he wanted to eat. And he said either, so I started attacking the green one. But then I remembered that I already had tons of food by the waterfall, so I decided not to kill these guys. I would feel bad killing them, honestly. Let's leave them alone. And so I brought the little guy back up to the food so he could fill up his stomach. Here you go, buddy. There's a little Beppy. What's going on, little guy? He's so cute. Look at him. We were starting to form a small community around this food, because baby Allos started coming from everywhere. This territory was officially mine, and I couldn't let anything invade. We've got so many little dudes running around. Oh my gosh, there's a dibble. Get him, boys. Come on now. I think that's a little Carno from earlier. Someone just got hurt. I think someone just died, actually. I saw a name tag disappear. I could have just killed the little dibble myself, but I wanted to let the little guys have a little bit of fun. But unfortunately, a few of them died along the way. Bro, these guys need to lock in. They're messing them up. Get them, boys. Come on now. Come on, Costco Glizzy. Yeah, there we go. One more. Pin him, pin him. Third one. Dude, you just killed Costco Glizzy. Oh, you finally got him. Nice. Enjoy that meal, boys. I had to do something in real life, so I hid in a bush for a little bit, and when I came back, there were aloes everywhere. Holy crap. It's like 100 aloes. What the heck? And then I ran into some old friends. Oh. Oh, are these the... Oh, these are the ones from earlier. I started 3-calling, trying to let them know that this was my territory, and they were not welcome. But instead of turning around, they stepped even further onto my territory, and I couldn't let that slide. And after killing the gray one, I gave the green one yet another chance to leave. But instead, he started attacking me. I think he wanted revenge for his friend. So now, we were fighting again. Claw swipe. Ow. That did not work. I started getting serious damage on him, and after one last claw swipe, he finally decided to leave. See you later, buddy. While healing up from the stego fight, I realized that I was already almost at my peak strength of 88%, which meant it was time to enter the final phase of my plan. So after showing the babies where the food was, it was time to start moving. Because now that I had rampaged, it was time for the final battle, where my goal was to find the biggest possible dinosaur and fight it. But as I stopped at a puddle to top up on water, something crazy happened. Holy crap, that's a lot of Ceratos. There was a huge group of Ceratos, and I knew that if they worked together, they could probably kill me. So instead of starting a fight, I just drank. Don't mind me, fellas. We're chilling. And because they respected me, they let me walk past with no problem. And now I was headed back up to Highlands, the place where I was born. And as soon as I arrived, I was welcomed by a nice snack. I killed the small Maya, and it actually filled up my stomach really well. But it wasn't the battle I was looking for, so I kept moving. Almost got him. Almost got him again. Look at that. I smelt some food up the hill, so I went to investigate. Maybe this was the opponent I was looking for. Oh. It's a little baby. But it was just a baby, so I gave him a little scare. Boo. He's not very aware, is he? I didn't find anything in Highlands, but this was fine, because I was headed to North Lake, which would end up being my final location. I was just checking if it was safe. Dinosaur parkour. And on my way to North Lake, I found a clue to a bigger threat. Something had killed the stego, and it must have been big. Oh. Oh, I lagged. I finally arrived at North Lake, and the action began immediately. Oh, there's the Diablo. Hold on, boys. I'm locked in. That was a little messy, but we got it done. This fight was alright, but it wasn't what I was looking for. I needed something bigger. And so I healed up and took one last bite before moving on. See you, raptors. You guys can eat the food. And my original plan was to head to the delta, but something caught my eye on the way there. Wait, that's perfect. There's a small Rex over there. And by small, I mean like way bigger than me. As I approached, I pretended to be confident, but I knew this would be my hardest fight yet. And for some reason, the Rex tried sneaking up on me, so I let him know I could see him. And now, the fight was on. What? What? Are we serious? Is he cheating or is that just a bug? After that first bugged crush bite, my chances of winning this fight were even lower now. So I should have just ran away, but I went back. I had to be fearless. Wait, why is he so fast? He's almost faster. He's almost as fast as me. I think I'm slightly faster. Is he catching up? My plan was to drain his stamina, which would hopefully make getting the kill a little easier. But I was getting impatient. Oh no. Oh my gosh. This is so risky. What am I doing? I'm wounded. This fight was not going well for me, but leaving wasn't an option, so I just had to fight. And after taking another bite, my back was now broken, which meant my stamina would be draining 3 times quicker. I could have ran away before, but now there was nothing I could do. I had to kill him or die trying. Since the start of this run, I had been fearless, and even though my chances of killing this Rex were low, I had to fight. Since the start of this run, I made the promise to be fearless, and even though I died, I kept my promise the whole way through. I was no longer alive, but that was okay, because I had completed my mission.